Hey guys, my name is Marek and I specialize in the somatic work, primarily teaching on how we can heal the trauma, how we can heal the deep wounds in our own bodies and process the tension within us by ourselves. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my own perspective. What is the connection between the ADHD and CPTSD from my own personal experience and also the experience from working with other people. First, let's talk about the ADHD, and then we're gonna talk about how the CPTSD connects to ADHD. So with the ADHD, what is important to say is that someone can have ADHD without having CPTSD. And we are living right now in a society where we are bombarded with information and we are fighting in a way for our own attention, because in the moment when we wake up, there are thousands of marketers, thousands of content creators, thousands of psychologists wanting our own attention and programming the apps the way for us to be there as long as possible. So from the meditation perspective, what is happening is that in the moment when we wake up, we give away our attention for distractions. Therefore, we are being more distracted. This means is that we can't be still only because we constantly do this. And even when we want to achieve more stillness, more focus, we are unable to do it because our attention is everywhere, it's scattered. And what happens there is that we are being programmed early from the childhood with the cartoons, with the games, right now with the Minecraft, Fortnite and things like that. Then also from my own experience at 11, it was pornography. Then there was music, constant listening. If I wasn't doing that, there was a sugar. If there wasn't that, I was daydreaming. So it was always form of an escape from something that is present. Now, you can see it even with older people where, for example, I know that people were reading books and now they're just scrolling TikTok and scrolling Reels. And they are unable to concentrate for hours for books, even in the past when they could. So the ADHD is the separate entity of it. Now, from my own experience, how I have it, look at that. I have the kitchen clock, 29 minutes. That I come and I press it when I start working for 15 minutes and then I take 10-minute break. In the moment when I wake up, I don't know if you see that, but I got a list of things here of like a tasks. You don't see it good here, but I got a little right here. Task 1, task 2, task 3. So when I wake up, I know what I have to do. So that's like I'm planning my days. And I know that someone can be traumatized, someone can get CPTSD and be heavy overachiever. I know people like that, is that they got CPTSD and I just see it through that they're just dissociated from their own body and they're just running away to working all the time, starting multiple projects, starting multiple businesses to do more because we are unable to be still. So for the ADHD, the solution for it, what I found out in my own life, is that I wasn't able to do it and be more disciplined, be more still, and planning the things and be good at it. Because in the moment when I would be a little bit of silence, a little bit by myself, it would get very uncomfortable and painful. Therefore, I would run away constantly. So for the ADHD, if the CPTSD is not that present, the solution for it is that in the evening, I'm going to plan my day, for me at least, plan my day, what I want to do tomorrow. That in the moment I wake up, no TV show, no movies, no games, no music, no, consumption, no replying to messages, no replying to emails, nothing like that, and focusing only on work. So for me, it works when I wake up very early, at let's say 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and I work for 5-6 hours. That's something for me. My problem with all of this is that, imagine that someone is got alcoholism going on and they want to stop drinking. So they would remove the glasses and everything, the bottles from home to be more disciplined about that. But what happens is that my problem with phone and all of that is that it's like, imagine the alcoholic to go for work, they need to take 2 drinks. This was my biggest issue with it, and my biggest fight with it is that I have to use it for work. And this means is that I have to go there and interact with that. And that's where the discipline is a little bit more difficult, because it will be a completely different thing if I can work on a farm all day or being somewhere in the field. So that's something for the ADHD. And now in a moment when I guard my mind and from very early, this is something I talk about in a group, how I perceive it, then I can do more. But I have to continually guard the mind from the outside world, because it feels like me that they're just like waiting for my attention to give it to them. And the more you're going to do it, the more you will see that how insane that what we're doing to ourselves, that we are not helping each other to become more free, more at peace. What we are doing to each other is how we can become more addicted, primarily with the companies. And it's fascinating time, but that's something that I personally see. And then we're going to come to connection with the CPTSD. So how it is and how it works is that if there is a CPTSD present, dissociation, we are unable to be ourselves, there's a lot of wounds inside, we are constantly running away from ourselves to it, because we don't know what to do with the wounds, with the tension inside our body, so we run. Now, when we decide to heal more of this, and there are many ways, many therapeutic approaches, you have the groups, you can learn how to continually meditate, dive deeper within, how to process it by yourself or with someone. There are many ways to heal. The more this would be healed and there were more tension, so we would feel more peace in our own body. The mind would be more tamed. Therefore, it's easier to be more disciplined. It's easier to know what kind of thing I want to do and follow it through. But even there, I found out very fascinating thing that even when you feel the peace inside in your own body, or let's say in mine, then I have this history of years of being addicted. Therefore, there is just still something, so I was watching porn from 11 to 22, 23. I don't watch it anymore, I'm 29. But it's like, the 10, 11, 12 years is there. And I didn't know it was bad. No one told me to. Also with gaming, that I was very addicted to the cheap dopamine stuff. So I have to be very vigilant and having a self-control. So even when I feel more peace inside, it's easier for me to do stuff, but it's not like I need to stop being vigilant. So in a way that I found out that the more peaceful you're going to feel, you have to learn how to guard the peace. And maybe it's going to sound insane, but for me, the world that we live in, that we are constantly getting dissociated from the present moment, dissociated from our own bodies through the consumption. I know that what the ADHD and what the consumption serves the purpose is that it provides a temporary relief from the present moment, because the CPTSD can be very overwhelming. And the trauma and the wounds inside our own body, so we run away from. I got a lot of experience with that. I get it. But I just want to share with you what I perceive and how things work. So to summarize this whole video, the ADHD, planning the day, in the moment when I wake up, not consuming anything, when I'm traveling, taking a book, and guarding the mind straight up from the wake up. There, the meditation can be very effective. But when the CPTSD is present, when the person wants to meditate, or like when it's too overwhelming, when it's too much, then it's more difficult. Because even when I want to be this, I'm going to plan it out, and someone just like hits me from the truck, something comes from the within and it's too much. So I run away from it automatically, because like, I need sugar because this is bad, or I need to do another stuff. And then we concentrate on anything, we can be focused. And that has been my own experience. Hope this video provided a little bit of value. The solution for it and the whole purpose is that we learn how to continually can heal ourselves with therapists, with a practitioner, by ourselves, through some kind of like many ways there are. The more we're going to do it, the more peace we are going to feel. And then what happens is that we can tame our own mind more. So what actually happens with the ADHD is that the attention always goes like this. Therefore, we're going to tame it more here, here, here. And we get more present, more here, I'm here. And then what happens is that even when I have more realization of the self and I have more stability inside of my own body, it's way easier to do things. there comes some kind of power within. I can't really describe it, but I didn't have it first 25 years of my life. I have it more and more. And when I have more self here, I'm not going to captivate by it. But again, I have to be constantly aware of myself. And it may sound as something that would be like very bad to have this kind of state, but this is just invitation and encouragement that it's fruitful. I feel way worse after playing a video game comparing with I don't play it. If I would start watching a lot of TV show, being watching new, I don't know, whatever TV show, I feel worse after it. Because when you can compare the feeling when you feel good inside your body, you know the difference. Then there is another problem, is that I'm going to share with you a story if you're watching until this time, is that I have a 6-year-old son, stepson, and inside our own home, we don't have TV. He's not allowed to use phone, anything like that, any consumption. We play football, I take him to, we play on the garden, he helps me, repair things, I teach him about the car, then we are talking, we're playing the table games. When he got some tension, he cries out with mom, with my girlfriend, and it's great. He's peaceful, he can focus. When he got a task, he's going to do it. Very good. And he got peace inside. Now, when he goes to his father, even when he got peace inside, his father gives him phone immediately. Plays music all the time in a car, then watching cartoons all the time. When he comes out of father after 2 weeks, after 1 week, he's a completely different person. He got different eyes. He can focus. And it is taking us 3, 4, maybe 5 days for him to come back to the normal state. So even when he's feeling good and he's exposed to it, he's influenced by it. And of course, he doesn't have the self-management, so he doesn't know like, okay, I need to stop. So they're just consuming. And this is what is happening with today's children right now, is that we are actively dissociating them from their own bodies. And they know more only the online world and not the real world. No experiences, no memories, no skills from it. They don't have anything from the online world. We just don't remember anything. Like how many reels that you consumed you remember? How many TV shows that you consumed you remember? How many thousands of hours that we spend in gaming we remember? We are being heavily in a way hypnotized. That there is like a trance state that we are just not here. Our own attention is just in this some kind of weird space. My experience, my own perspective. That's what I see what is happening. And I would be really curious if you would dive deeper more into it, what would you see? Because I know for myself, 10 years ago, I would say games are the best thing ever. 10 years ago, I would say, I love listening to music. I love, when I was consuming 9gag many years ago, or wine. I love it. But things are different, way different now, and how I perceive them. Because I know that 10 years ago, I didn't have any realization of the self. I was very much suffering, but I wasn't even aware of it, that I was suffering. Because I couldn't stay the silence. I couldn't stand it. It was too much for me. So, hope this video was beneficial, and have a great day and goodbye.